Opinion football needs another successful league to survive, for the good of the game. Now Thurman, who coached 17 years in the NFL after spending the bulk of his 9-year playing career with the Dallas Cowboys, is back in North Texas playing with his grandson. When the AAF, the latest wannabe pro football league, suspended operations on Tuesday, Thurman hit the highway for Texas feeling much more sorrow for the players he left behind than for himself. Thurman helped many of the kids who busted their butts for him during the abbreviated inaugural season might have abruptly hit the end of the road. There are some players in that league who can play in the NFL, Thurman told USA Today, mindful that a handful have now struck deals with NFL teams. They can be backup. Thurman's point comes from experience. He was a long shot, that's why the AAF's collapse hits home. I saw the improvement, saw guys get better over the course of the season, Thurman said. It's apparent the AAF's business footing was shaky. There was the threat of the concept of developing players for the NFL, which has long had a farm system with college football still has legs. Consider how NFL rosters are constructed these days. Players in the bottom, that's why NFL personnel types had an eye on the AAF as another potential pipeline. As one GM, if one of these startup leagues can survive, it won't threaten the behemoth that is the NFL. It would ultimately, is what football the NFL needs beyond the college game, a place to groom quarterbacks, O-linemen, and then some, just like the NBA, NHL, and MLB have their developmental leagues. AAA You're up next, XFL. Like the AAF, the XFL revived by WWE power broker Vince McMahon will try to succeed in the calendar space that follows the Super Bowl as it launches in February 2020. History is not there was the World League 70s era, the USFL Donald Trump's attempt, the World League of American Football Kurt Warner, Allen made good, the XFL original version, with Rod Smart better known by the tag on the back of his uniform, He Hate Me, NFL Europa and the UFL. Promising a faster, reimagined brand of football, the XFL will try to survive in the spring, when March Madness rules and the Major League Baseball season tees up. Good luck with that. The XFL reportedly looking to pay elite players more than $200,000 per season. The AAF's pay was $75,000. The NFL minimum. Don Yee thinks he has an answer for that. Yee, better know. AAA we're designing a professional finishing school, Yee told USA Today. AAA the PPF's concept is to train and acclimate players to a pro football culture. Yee, who has think of the Senior Bowl for 8 weeks, said Yee. If his league existed at the time, Yee said it would have pursued Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen when they were top junior college quarterbacks on the verge of transferring to DI schools. AAA Yee, whose league will schedule games in a window between the NBA Finals and Labor Day, called it sad news that the AAF couldn't complete its first season. Yet like Thurman, AAA were rooting for the XFL to succeed, Yee said. We will be very the AAF players were kicked to the curb in a flash, with some of the worst reports from the week, including players having their belongings removed from hotel rooms within hours of the AAF's grave announcement that were supposed paid for by the league. They had to buy AAA hearing all of this stuff, Thurman said, it was like, are you kidding me? Unfortunately, it was another reality check. Maybe next time. This article originally appeared on USA Today.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.